You need a dash cam in your car in 2023. I know this now better than anyone. Just a few days ago, I was involved in a hit and run. I was hit by another car and he fled the scene. So if I had something like a dash cam, I could have recorded their license plate, I could have recorded evidence of exactly what happened, and I could have made a claim on their insurance. Unfortunately, because I have no evidence of what happened, it was just going to be a case of my word against theirs. I would have, been unsuccessful with an insurance claim, and it would have meant that I would have lost my no claims and I would have had a claim on my own insurance. So I decided not to go down that route. But yeah, like I said, it would have been completely different had I have had a dash cam in my car. So I am now actively seeking to install a dash cam in every single one of my cars. I do not want something like this to ever happen again. Now, the good guys at Pelsee have kindly sent me out one of their mirror dash cameras to install today. Now, I'm going to be completely honest, I've never installed a mirror dash camera before. I've typically installed one of your more traditional style ones, but this actually replaces the rear view mirror, so it should look pretty cool. It should look quite sleek, and this also has a front facing camera and a rear facing camera. So yeah, I'm excited to see what this thing can do. We will of course get it installed and then we'll take it out for a spin and see what the quality is like and kind of go through a few of the features as well. But yeah, massive thanks to Pelsee for sending this out for a review. But yeah, I guess we should get outside and get this thing installed and see what it's all about. So just quickly then, before we get on to the installation, I thought I would just show you exactly what is included with the dash cam, what is in the box. So of course we have the main dash cam itself. This replaces the rear view mirror. It kind of goes over the top of your existing one. We also have the rear facing camera as well. This points out of your rear windscreen. Of course, you have more than enough cable to hook this up. We then have a regular cigarette style power supply, and we also have a GPS receiver as well, because yes, this does have GPS on, one of the good features of this dash camera. And then we also have some trim removal tools and I think some clips as well to help hold this thing in place. But yeah, let's get all this installed onto the car. Okay then, so we're in my BMW 5 Series now. As you can see, that is the factory rear view mirror, and this is the Pelsee rear view mirror dash cam. First thing to do then is to install the supplied micro SD card. Yes, it comes with a 32GB micro SD card. This should go into the slot at the top there. And there we go, that's that installed. And now, as I mentioned, we have these rubber clips. We just need to find out which ones are going to be most suitable for keeping the rear view mirror dash cam onto the factory rear view mirror. So then I have opted for the longer rubber clips, and I've already installed one. Seems to be on there nice and firmly. Get the other one installed now as well. As you can see, there's both of them now installed. Now, very easy to install this, but I'm going to be completely honest, I don't think it fits the best with a, with this style rear view mirror. On a BMW, they're quite chunky, to be honest. I think it would fit better on a flatter style rear view mirror, or even, to replace the rear view mirror altogether. Say if you have a van, or say if you have something where you don't have a rear windscreen to look out of. But, as it is in this car, it still seems to, fit quite nicely. But I'm just kind of a perfectionist. I don't like the fact that you can still see the rear view mirror, because of course the camera is on one side, so it does kind of have to sit over to one side slightly. But yeah, I can feel the rear view camera is still able to view out of the windscreen, so that should now be all good. I guess we now need to give it some power. So then, dash cam should now be wired up. Of course, we have a power source, just going to the front cigarette lighter there. We have the GPS wired up. We'll just pop that on the dash there as well. I guess if we put the ignition on, will this fire into life? Moment of truth. Yes, it has. Okay, so we are now on, and straight up, I know you're not going to be able to tell on the video, but this quality looks so good. I mean, I guess we're not really going to be able to tell what the quality is like until we, you know, get the files off of the SD card and put it on the computer. But yeah, already it looks really good. We can see we have the GPS data, so we are heading north. We are heading 0 kilometers per hour. We are not recording at the moment, but to record we just press that button there. As you can see, we are recording in 4K. You can stop recording, just press that button. You can take a snapshot, captured successfully. We can turn the microphone on or off, depending on if you want audio recorded. Let's see what we have in the home. So dash cam, I guess that's what we was just on. Yeah. We have smart drive, I'll go into that in a little bit. File explorer, I guess we can view back the files that we have recorded. Camera settings, so we are recording in 4K plus 1080p. I guess 4K is the front facing camera, 1080p would be the rear facing camera. But yeah, we're going to go into the smart drive now. And right here we have both of the smart driving assistance features. So we have the ADAS, which is the Advanced Driver Assistance System, and it can help perceive the world around the vehicle and then provide information to the driver. So I guess in simple terms then, the ADAS is basically a collision avoidance system. So if we have a car in front of us, it will alert us. Of course, we have to calibrate this. I will do this once we get on the road. But the BSD, this is the blind spot detection. So very handy to have if you are in a particularly large vehicle, if you have a vehicle with poor visibility, especially if you're in a van or a truck or something like that. But as I mentioned, we will delve into both of those once we hit the road and we can see what the quality of this thing is like. I'll include some clips, of course, and yeah, we'll get both of these calibrated and see just how good both of the features are. Okay, so we're on the road now. I think I have this thing set up nicely. I think I have both of the driving assistance features calibrated. It seems to be working as it should. One thing I will say straight away with the ADAS system, I don't think it's really something that I'm going to be using a lot. So this is basically the system that avoids collisions. What I can see on the dash cam at the moment, it's on the front facing dash cam. Basically it's creating a box, so any object that is basically out in front of you, it will create a green box if it's, you know, a not if it's not a danger at all, if you're not particularly close to it. It will create an amber box if you are, you know, potentially close to it, you know, if you are getting closer to it, shall we say, and then it will create a red box if you think that you could potentially have a collision with it. So I don't really think you're going to be watching that more than what you're watching the road. So in terms of that aspect, I don't think it's really going to be something that I would use. With that being said though, it does call out when you are, you know, when it thinks you may be creating a collision, and you can sort of adjust the settings. You can have it more severe, so it's sort of, you know, calling out every time there is a car like in front of you, or you can sort of rein it back in, and it will only sort of call out when it's really necessary. So that, you know, it's a good feature to have. But whether or not I think I would use it that much, I really don't know. The blind spot detection though, that is pretty cool. So to swap the So to swap the front facing camera to the rear facing camera, very, very easy to do. You literally just have to swipe across on the dash cam, and then pretty much the same as the ADAS system, the BSD system, basically, you know, so you have the camera pointing at the back, it will create a little box so you can see exactly where the cars are. You're not trying to determine, you know, is that car close? You can literally see a green box straight away. So yeah, very, very easy to you know, to tell if you have a car coming up your blind spot basically. And this could be very, very handy, especially, you know, in something like a van or a truck, you know, where you don't have, you know, any visibility out the back. Yeah, very, very handy piece of kit that could be. So then, as I mentioned, with the ADAS system, you can see, you know, these vehicles, they are highlighted. So that one there is green. We have a large vehicle, a van coming out there, that is in red. Thinks we're going to have a collision with it. You know, these cars that are going past, they're pretty much green. So yeah, like I said, you know, it's a good feature, but is it something you're going to really use in the real world? I don't know. If we scroll across, as I mentioned, you just do that to swap it to the rear facing camera. See that truck that came past there? I didn't see that in my mirrors, but as you see, you know, it came right up the blind spot. You know, another car there. That is alerted, you know, straight to you. So this will be very, very handy, especially on the motorway, or as I said, if you are in a large vehicle like a van or a truck or something that doesn't have any visibility out the back at all. This I can see being a very, very handy feature. Okay then, so let's head back and wrap things up. Okay then, so what do we think of the Pelsee mirror dash cam? To be honest, I'm pretty impressed, I have to say. I mean, especially for the price. I mean, this is only £100 and something. Don't quote me on that. All of the details are down in the description box. But yeah, I don't think it's too pricey of a dash cam. And the fact that you have those drive-in assistance features as well. I mean, the quality, like I said, it looks good, but I'll let you be the judge of, and you know, inserted some clips somewhere in this video. I'll let you be the judge of that. But yeah, it looks good. It seems to be very, very easy to use. Everything is touchscreen. The fact that it comes with a front-facing camera and a rear-facing camera. And I was kind of thinking, you know, the fact that it replaces your rear view mirror, I was sort of thinking, well, what about if you want your rear view mirror, you know, what about if you just want it to be a mirror? And then I just thought, well, you can just unplug it if you want to. You know, the fact that you have a rear view camera, that kind of, it's not the same. I you know, completely understand it's not the same as a rear view mirror, but you can still see sort of what is at the back. Obviously that camera, you can place it wherever you want. You can use it as a reversing camera if you really want to. So that is of course another option. But yeah, if you want to just, you know, have your mirror back for a second or whatever it may be, you can literally just unplug it. But of course you won't be recording at that time. But yeah, I hope this video has been helpful. I hope you now know why you should buy a dash cam. You know, like I said, I'm going to be fitting one in every single car that I drive now. I'm not going to take the risk, especially after what happened just a couple of days ago. Yeah, I'd highly recommend you get yourself a dash cam. If you want to check out this one that Pelsee have supplied for me for this video review, again, links will be down in the description box below. There may be a little discount code for you guys as well, so feel free to check that out. But yeah, I want to say a massive thanks to all of you for watching. Please remember to give this video a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you have not already done so, and we'll see you all in the next one.